Yeah. This part.
Yeah, it'd be better. More light. Yeah, because it's the shade. There's no light here. Is that true?
No, that doesn't. English differ.
There. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد أشرف الأنبياء وسيد المرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين نويت تعلم تعليم تذكر تذكيرا ونفع انتفاعا وإفادة وإسماع الحد تمسك بكتاب الله وسنة رسوله صلى الله عليه وسلم وضوائر الهدى داد الأخير ابتغاء جلال مدرسة الكبير وأبي سبحانه وتعالى والحمد لله رب العالمين. Alhamdulillah, everyone, welcome. Ahlan wa sahlan. Inshallah, you all are well. To the ICUB and Mihrab co-sponsorship in the book, The 40 Hadith of Imam Nawawi rahimahullah ta'ala. We encourage everybody to get this book. It's called The Treasury of Hadith. Treasury of Hadith. And the sharh, or the explanation of the 40 Hadith of Imam Nawawi, is by Shaykh Ibn Daqiq al-Eid, and the translation is by Lukrain Ghazou, and that is going to be obviously from the Arabic to the English. Alhamdulillah, we did start this class last year in this community, but it was all online, and now we're doing it in person, alhamdulillah, and also online. So those at home, it's live streamed on the Mihrab Facebook, the ICUB, and the Mihrab YouTube pages as well, inshallah. So you can benefit from it there. Alhamdulillah, we left off on the 11th hadith on page 62 from last year's classes, inshallah, and it'll be every Wednesday after Isha in this place until we move to the new one, inshallah. So around 8 o'clock after Isha, inshallah, and then obviously as the time changes, it'll be eventually after Maghrib. Keep it around the 7, 8 o'clock time, inshallah. So he says on page 62, عن أبي محمد الحسن بن علي بن أبي طالب سبط رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم وريحانته رضي الله عنهما قال حفظت من رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم دع ما يريبك لما لا يريبك ودع ما يريبك إلى ما لا يريبك رواه الترمذي والنسائي. The translation of what we just read in Arabic is on the authority of Abu Muhammad al-Hasan ibn Ali ibn Abi Talib, the grandson of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So Al-Hasan and Hussein are the two grandchildren of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They are also known as the masters of the youth of Jannah. They are the ones that the youth will drink in the hold. The hold is like the you could say the basin of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in the Akhirah. The youth will drink directly from the hands of Al-Hasan and Hussein, and the pious believers, the men will drink from the hands directly of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and for the women from Fatima Zahra radiallahu anha, that is Fatima, the obviously the mother of Al-Hasan and Hussein, and the wife of Ali ibn Abi Talib radiallahu anhu, who is the cousin and the son-in-law of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Everyone else, depending on their rank and station, will drink from the hawd. There are as many, as the scholars say, as many goblets or cups in the hawd as there are stars in the sky. Whoever drinks from the hawd of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in the Akhirah will never go thirsty again. It is sweeter than honey, colder than ice, whiter than milk, and whoever drinks from it one time never ever experiences thirst ever again. May Allah make us of those who drink directly from the hand of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and the youth directly from the hands of Hassan and Hussein, and the women from Fatima Zahra, inshallah, ameen ya rabbil alameen. So this is narrated from Al-Hasan, the grandson of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the one who, when the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was making sujood, leading the Sahaba radiallahu anhum, Hassan was playing on his head. The kids do. They play on you like you're a playground, or a tree when you're praying, especially, right? They want attention and they go and they jump on you and stuff like that. So he was praying in sujood, and Hassan was on his head, and he remained in sujood to the point where the Sahaba radiallahu anhum, they thought that the Prophet Muhammad died in sujood. And then he waited till Hassan came off of him, and then he got up and prayed, which shows you that the Prophet Muhammad had a concern for children, and understanding that kids, they don't know sometimes. You're praying and they, do things and jump on you, but he waited and was patient, and then came up after Hassan was off of him, mashallah. And one time Hassan and Hussein, they were both wrestling in the masjid of the Prophet Muhammad and the Prophet Muhammad was giving a khutbah. Now you could look at the mercy of Rasulullah. So he's on the member giving a khutbah during Jummah, and he sees Hassan and Hussein wrestling, and one of them almost was about to make the other one fall over. And so he comes down from the minbar, and he goes and he saves him, saves him from falling, right? And then he goes back up and gives the khutbah, right? So you see the rahmah, the mercy that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent to the world. وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً لِلْعَالَمِينَ. Allah says, we have not sent you, O Muhammad, except a mercy